Hey guys, how's it going? So today I am going to do a first impression let's play review of a game called Beach Invasion 1945 Pacific. This game is $10 and it's an indie game. From the screenshots on Steam, it looks like a first-person shooter, but it also kind of looks like a tower defense game almost. So looks pretty interesting. It looks like a stationary tower defense type game where you basically have to fight off different waves of enemies that attack the beach that you are on. So pretty interesting. And today we're going to be playing the game for an hour or more until I am satisfied that I can give you my opinion on the game. If you are in a hurry and you don't want to watch the full hour or so, then you can simply skip to the last 10 minutes or so of the video. I will put the timestamp in the description below. And in the last 10 minutes or so, I will give you my quick, concise, final opinion on the game and tell you whether or not I can recommend the game. But if you're not in a hurry, then you can simply stay tuned and I will be playing the game and giving you my running commentary as I play through the game today. So, first off, before we even get into the game, as always, if the regional pricing of the game is bad, then I always mention that. And unfortunately, the original pricing for this game is really bad, quite bad, to be honest. So the game is heavily overpriced in many third world countries, places like Brazil, Colombia, Kazakhstan, Ukraine, just a lot of countries where it is 300% more expensive than what it actually should be, so that is not good. The developer and the publisher of the game should really not overprice the game as much as they did in those third world countries. So even though the game costs $10 or €10, it is way more expensive than what it should be in those countries and many third world countries. And then on top of that, the game is also for sale in Russia, which is another, in my opinion, immoral thing. So those are two reasons why I would already discourage you from supporting this developer. But if you don't care about that kind of stuff, then I guess it won't impact your decision on whether or not to buy the game. So otherwise than that, when we jump into the settings, one really big issue with the game is the fact that it only has windowed mode and exclusive full screen mode available. So there's no borderless windowed mode, and there is no basically full screen mode, meaning non-exclusive full screen. This is exclusive full screen, meaning that it takes priority, and this is just a normal windowed mode. So it's not borderless windowed mode, and this is not stretched full screen mode. So I normally play on stretched full screen mode, also known as non-exclusive full screen mode, and the game simply doesn't have that option available. So right now I'm being forced to play the game on windowed mode, which doesn't look good. Like it's not a pretty mode. I can show you actually over here, like that. that's literally how I'm playing the game right now. Like you can see here at the background is my computer. Like this is literally how I am forced right now to play the game, because as soon as you activate full screen mode, the game goes into exclusive full screen, and that just completely messes with all of your icons in the background. All of your other windows get resized, all of that bullcrap, because if your game resolution is not the same as your desktop resolution, then that is simply what happens. So normally I would play on stretched full screen or stretched windowed mode, but that is not even available. So unfortunately I'm forced to play on windowed mode. So the game has no stretched windowed mode or non-exclusive non-exclusive full screen mode, and it also doesn't have borderless full screen mode either. That is really bad, because I mean, like I say, playing the game like this is really shitty. Your mouse is gonna go off the side of the window and all of that kind of bullshit. It's just unacceptable to play a game like this. So anyway, that is just something that you have to consider when considering to purchase the game. But otherwise than that, no real issues that I can see. You can't set your frame rate. I guess that's another issue. So if you want to play at 30 FPS, 60 FPS, 120 FPS, 144 FPS, 240 FPS or 360 FPS, you simply cannot select your FPS. All of those FPS options are completely unavailable, and as far as I can see, there isn't even a VSync option. So heavens knows at what frame rate the game is running right now. I would assume that it's running at 60 FPS, but it might even be running at 30 FPS. I simply do not know. So there's no way to set your FPS in the game, and there isn't even anti-aliasing in the game, which is, yeah, that's bad. By anti-aliasing I mean VSync. There's no VSync in the game. But yeah, otherwise than that, I don't really see any real issues. There isn't a toggle for depth of field or motion blur. So either the game doesn't have motion blur or depth of field, or it does have it, but you simply can't turn it off. In which case, if you can't turn it off, then that is another issue, but we will see as we play the game. So we will see if the game has depth of field or motion blur that you can't turn off. Otherwise than that, we can jump into the game. So there's co-op apparently. I don't know how co-op will work in this game. And then the sandbox and progressive. Let's try progressive, I guess. So you can choose 2 levels. Let's go for Philippines, maybe, I guess. Okay. So is there gonna be any tutorial? Do I just need to start shooting? Okay, I can't go higher than that. So what, do you just start shooting? It really sucks that you can't look higher than that, like, seriously. Can I switch? Like pressing 2, pressing 3, pressing 4, nothing's happening. 5? Okay, 5, I can switch to 5. Okay, we completed the wave. So total points earned 15. I don't know how you earn points, but anyway. And then you can repair. I see this one is damaged. This one over here. So I guess you can repair, but and then you can also place like mines, anti-personnel mines, anti-tank mines, mortar barrage, explosive barrels, unlock weapon. Okay, let's just go to the next wave. So it seems the game has no tutorial whatsoever. And I don't know where my ammo is. I'm assuming the game doesn't have an ammo limit. Wow, that one there just disappeared. Like there was one literally over there to the left and it literally just disappeared. Okay, so we still have that weapon and that weapon. Nothing else. I mean, we can unlock a new weapon, I guess. This one also repaired itself, so it seems your stuff maybe repairs itself in any way after a while, maybe. I don't know. Unlock. Oh, can I then choose one? But aren't you even gonna tell me like what the... Like, aren't you gonna give me any information? I mean, holy hell, you have to at least give me some information. Okay, so like that's a... You basically need to see where they're coming from. So that's on the right side. It looks like they're coming in here in this channel, basically. And then these ones over here. Okay, so they shoot forward or can you actually rotate them? I'm assuming you can rotate them because they're pointing in a really weird direction. Like the beach is this way. I wish you could move this thing because like you can't move it at all. This camera, you can't move it. So you can't even see the emplacements on the beach very well, to be honest. This one seems like it would be good. Oh no, wait, you can't rotate down. Yeah, you probably won't be able to rotate down that one very well. Probably this one will be pretty good then, I guess. Even though it's really shitty that they don't give you any damage indicators, range indicators, fire rate indicators. Like, ammo capacity, like nothing. Like, how many shots can I shoot before I need to reload? How fast does it shoot? What's the range? What's the damage? Like, holy balls, they don't give you any information. I guess let's take this one. I don't know. Okay, so I've unlocked that one. Okay, next wave. But it doesn't seem to be doing a whole bloody lot, to be honest. Yeah, that fucking thing is useless. Look at all of the enemies that already have landed. Yeah, that fucking thing is too hot. Where are they? Like, okay, they're... Okay, kill 10 Japanese boats. So that weapon, it just shoots so slowly. Like, let's try another one. Okay, so this one, how will I be able to rotate this one? Hopefully you will be able to rotate it appropriately. Let's see, take that one. This one is a 30 caliber. This one, I'm not sure what the caliber of this one is. It might be a 50 caliber. I'm not too sure. It doesn't even state the caliber. I mean, I could Google M11917A1 and then find out what the caliber is. But I mean, the game should tell you what the caliber is of each of these. Like this one says 90 millimeter, so it's a 90 millimeter cannon. But like this one, it says 6-inch. I'm assuming that's 6-inch. But how much is 6 inches? Like, I'm assuming it's more than 90 millimeter. And then 14-inch is probably the biggest gun you're gonna get, but still. Like, tell me in terms that I can understand. If you're gonna use Imperial, like with 90 millimeter, or 30 cal, which is a 30 millimeter bullet, and a 50 cal is a 15 millimeter bullet, so it's a 5 centimeter bullet if I'm not incorrect, then why don't you stick to Imperial, like with regards to the 6-inch and the 14-inch? Because to be honest, I've never heard of a 6-inch cannon or a 14-inch cannon or a 10-inch cannon or anything like that, you know. It's always in millimeters, like 90 mil, 150 mil, you know, whatever. But anyway, let's move on to the next one. I think I'm gonna switch to my caliber. Here we go, 30 caliber. Yeah, you see, I can't even rotate it. Like, this is the maximum amount of rotation to the left, and this is the maximum amount of rotation to the right. So it's a really not good rotation at all. Okay, so every now and then they have like slow down type stuff. Okay, and the fact that you can't even get your pickups, you know, like those boxes that drop, the fact that you can't even get those after you're done, that really sucks. Like, they should allow you to get those pickups after the mission is done. Okay, so the 30 cal is nice, but the rotation on it is absolutely atrocious. Let's try a 14-inch gun, even though, like, holy hell, it's pointing in completely the wrong direction. So I really hope that you will be able to rotate it. Okay, so this is the 14-inch gun. Okay, holy shit. Reload, bastards. Okay, that was a good hit. That was a good hit. I also don't like the switching, like, really, the switching is not intuitive. Like, holy hell, how many minutes does it take for that thing to die? Yeah, the rotation on this thing is really slow. What the hell is happening? Like, this is... the fucking thing jumps all over the place. How is that realistic? Holy crap, the aiming on this thing is atrocious. took a lot of damage on that one. Like the reloading on this one is probably 10 or 12 seconds. And the reloading on this one is probably like 6 or 7 seconds. Like the reloading time is hilarious. Okay, so I really like this one. You can fire this one for a very long time without worrying about heat. I wonder if this one will be in a good position. Like the positioning in this game really matters a lot, because like the rotation that you can get from left to right, like the firing angle is just terrible on some of these guns. And I don't like the fact that I have to press 8 and 7 and 6 and shit like that just to select my guns. I like how they're leaning to the side and yet there's literally no cover. Like, it's as if they're leaning across from like a rock or some kind of a cover, but there's literally nothing. They're just leaning. Yeah, like, honestly, I don't need to play this game anymore. I've already made my mind up with it. Like, it's essentially an arcade game. Like, that's essentially what this game is. It's really an arcade game at the end of the day. Like, really basic. Just defend the wave until your stuff dies, and then I guess it's game over. If you can't repair any of them, like you can repair, and then you have to select one, like that one, and then as you see, it doesn't even repair it fully. So you're gonna have to like spend like 5 on that one, 5 on that one, 5 on that one, 5 on that one, and then you have no more money left for any of the other stuff. So your money really quickly deteriorates, and I just really don't like the firing angles. The firing angles are absolutely terrible. The information you're provided is absolutely terrible. Like for instance, with this one, with any of the guns really, you're not shown what the firing angle is. So this one would be fantastic if they allowed you to go to the left and go to the right more. Then it would have been a really good position for the gun, but they don't allow you to go hardly enough at all. And like I say, on top of that, you don't even get any information with regards to the damage. So like, does this one do more damage than this one, and does this one do more damage than this one? You know, like, you're not given any information. the reload rate, the firing rate isn't provided, the range of the weapons isn't provided, because clearly the range isn't infinite, because there was a couple of times where I shot directly at the boxes that come down, and at other times I shoot directly at the ships, and they take no damage, no damage whatsoever. So clearly the range isn't infinite, so you're not being provided with any information with regards to the range either. So you don't know the range, you don't know the fire rate, you don't know the damage, you don't know the reload time. Like, the reload time on this thing is absolutely ridiculous. Like, it's probably like 12 seconds or something ridiculous like that, you know. So yeah, it's just really the amount of information that you're given is absolutely abysmal. Like, really, really bad, really terrible. I'm assuming we can't actually shoot the ships. A little bit higher. Yeah, the reload time on this one is ridiculous. A little bit higher. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So it's like a 14 or 15 second reload time. Absolutely ridiculous. And yeah, you can't shoot those at all, clearly. And yeah, I just don't like the fact that the turning range is so absolutely terrible. Like, if you look at this one is fine. It covers the entire beach for the most part. But this one over here, like, you can't shoot the boats that are coming in. Like, you can shoot everything from there to there, but you can't shoot the boats that are coming in, which is really, really terrible. I'm also not a fan of that slow-mo. Can you disable the slow-mo? That guy's just freaking out over there. Slow-mo. Nope. So you can't even disable the slow-mo effect thing at all, which is really shitty. So yeah. And obviously, like I said, frame rate, can't customize that at all. There's weird artifacts that happen sometimes. Like, I'm sure you guys just saw that flashing. There was like a white flashing that happened just now. Like, there's just weird stuff that happens. We've now already seen a couple of times enemies just appearing out of nowhere, like disappearing. That one entire ship at the beginning disappeared, like an entire ship just phasing in and out of existence. That's really not good. So yeah, I don't know, the game has a lot of bugs. With the way how this thing just jumps forward and backwards is ridiculous. Like, it looks like the bloody thing is shooting cannon rounds instead of just normal rounds, you know. That thing is ridiculous. I don't know what any of this stuff does. Like, the cases, I have no idea what they actually do. Once again, no information is provided to you, and there's no tutorial in the game whatsoever. So yeah, overall, it's just not a good game overall. Like, it's really, really badly designed with regards to the information that you're provided. I have no idea what these infantry are. Like, there's an infantry guy over there. There's actually two of them over there. I can't even show you guys. Like over here, these two infantry guys over here. I have no idea. Like, are they part of my guys? Like, I have no idea what they are or who they are or anything like that. Once again, just the lack of information in the game is really, really crazy. Like, I like the graphics. The graphics, especially when you zoom in like this, are really nice. But just everything else is just bad and low quality, to be honest. And for $10, like, honestly, I would say this is maybe a $5 game. Maybe. Like, it will give you like maybe 2 or 3 hours of enjoyment, maybe. But honestly, after doing 7 waves, I'm already not in the mood to play the game anymore. So for me personally, the game didn't even last 30 minutes, and I'm already over the game, you know. So you would really have to enjoy the game to play the game for more than 2 or 3 hours. Like I said, it's an arcade game at the end of the game. At the end of the day, it's really like those classic arcade games that you insert a coin, you play for 5 minutes maybe before you die, and then you insert another coin to continue, you know. It's really like that, and it's just not enjoyable, to be honest. Like, it's just not enjoyable enough. Like, we could try the other mission, like, but it's gonna be the exact same thing. I can already tell you. It's gonna be exactly the same thing. So, progressive. I don't even know what progressive means, to be honest. Philippines. We did take Philippines, so now if you take Iwo Jima, I'm assuming we are then going to be on the Japanese side, and we're going to have to shoot at the American side. Yeah, so now you can see we have different guns, but I mean, it's going to be the same thing, more or less. Let's see. Wow, this one's thing is ridiculously bad. Like, the entire side of the gun is shown in the thing. That's really terrible. Like, I can't even see over there. Yeah, I can't even see over there. My bloody gun is overheated. The sight on this gun is terrible. Where's the other ones? Oh, there's more incoming. Okay, apparently they died. Now I don't even have more to unlock another bloody weapon. So we have to do this next wave with this one as well. It's really stupid that you have to do the first 2 waves with only this guy. Oh wait, another one unlocked just randomly for some reason. This one unlocked. Oh, it's exactly the same piece of shit that we already have. Bloody hell, already overheated. overheated. Yeah, and it's really irritating that you can't disable that slow-mo, because every time the slow-mo happens, you lose your position. Like you get taken out of the aiming, out of the fine aim, and you then have to like find your position again. So yeah, that's definitely not good. Like having your aim reset every time that happens is really stupid. Let's have a look at the tanks. Like, I'm assuming you can't actually drive the tank. It's just gonna be an emplacement, basically. Okay, let's try that one. The game also uses a ridiculous amount of graphical processing, by the way. Let me show you guys that very quickly. Like, if you look over here, the game uses 295 watts of power usage, which is ridiculous. Like, that is more than what Cyberpunk 2077 uses on 2K resolution on high settings. So the game uses more power than Cyberpunk 2077 does. And as you can see here, we also hit 100% GPU usage sometimes, which is also really crazy. And of course, I have a 3080 RTX, so the fact that this game can max out a 3080 RTX and the game doesn't look good. I mean, it looks okay, but it doesn't look good. I mean, like I say, it's using the same power as Cyberpunk 2077 does, and yet it definitely does not look as good, anywhere close as good. So the performance leaves a lot to be desired as well, to be honest. Let's see, this is now the tank. You see, there's these people running around, like infantry running around, but like I have no idea who they are or anything like that. Where are they attacking? Like, how are they already attacking me? Oh shit, okay, I need to aim a lot higher. Okay, well, that thing has taken like a bunch of hits already and it's still not dead. Yeah, this thing is bloody useless. The drop-off on that bullet is crazy. But yeah, like I said, oh shit. Yeah, it's definitely not a game that I can recommend. Wow, that was a really quick one. I hardly did any work on that one. It's really not a game that I can recommend. Not even like considering the price of the game. Like, the price of the game is bad. Like I said, I wouldn't pay $10 for the game. But I honestly wouldn't even play the game. Like honestly, it's not a fun game. Like, really, it's not a fun game. It's like an arcade game. And honestly, for $10, you can definitely get better war games. Like, if you're looking for a war game, there's just better games out there. I mean, you can take any of the older Call of Duty games, any of the older Medal of Honor games, all of those games have sections like this game in the game. You know, sections where you have to defend a beach and you have an emplacement and you just continually shoot at enemies. Even some games like Sniper Elite 3, Sniper Elite 4, those are really good games if you want a war simulator, I guess I can say, even though those games are more sniper orientated, but you can, if you want to, just run around and shoot people. You don't have to use your sniper. You can get a regular like MP40, Thompson machine gun, anything like that. You can also get in games like Sniper Elite. Um, and I mean, at the end of the day, I don't think your average player will want to play this game. I think it's really more people who are looking for a war game or a war simulator game. And I just definitely can't recommend this game to people like that. And for me, I'm a person who likes first-person shooters. I've played probably every first-person shooter available on the market, and I just can't recommend this game. I would much rather just like play Far Cry 5, run around shooting people, any of the older Call of Duty games, Call of Duty, basically anything before Modern Warfare or Infinite Warfare, you know, like Call of Duty 1, 2, 3, World at War, Medal of Honor, any of those games. Like, honestly, there's a lot of good war games out there, and this game just isn't one of them. And $10, like, you can get those older war games like Call of Duties for $10 without any question. Like, the older Call of Duty games I've seen go for $2 or $3 in a sale on Steam, you know. And you can definitely find those games on the grey market as well, even though I don't recommend the grey market usually. But when it comes to Activision games, I say go right ahead, you know. Get a grey market key for any Activision game that you want, because Activision obviously don't deserve your money. So but yeah, honestly, can't recommend this game in the slightest. The developer did send me a key for the game. Honestly, it's better that they did, because I wouldn't have played or reviewed this game if they didn't send me a key. So I'm happy that I didn't have to spend my money on this game. But yeah, like, if you guys want to see more reviews, I usually spend the money that I get from Patreon on games like this. So in the past month or so, for instance, I bought Helldivers 2, which I'm going to review. It's actually coming out in about a week, so I'm gonna review Helldivers 2. That was $40 from my Patreon money. Unshrouded, I also had to buy. There's a couple other games that are coming out in February that I can't remember now, but I literally spent over $100 on games in the past month or so, month and a half, and I wouldn't be able to review any of those games if it wasn't for your support on Patreon. So your support is massively appreciated, and if you want to see more reviews, then your support on Patreon is the best way to allow me to do more reviews for you guys in the future, because for more than 50% of the game featured on my channel, I don't receive a key from the developers. So you guys definitely allow me to do the majority of the content on my channel. So yeah, guys, that is pretty much it. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you guys next time.